gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and...
This looks like a plain A4 sheet, right? But watch this. Fold it once, A5. Again, A6. Keep going, A7. It keeps shrinking, but the shape never changes. The ratio stays locked at square root of 2 to 1. That's not random. It's a design rule used for over a century. Now, here's the twist. Huawei turned that exact idea into a phone, the Huawei Pura X Max. And that A4 sheet? It's more connected to this device than you think. Big thanks to my tech partner over in China for providing this footage. I really appreciate the support in making this video happen. Hey everyone, Stella here from techiestreet. If you're into staying updated with the newest gadgets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest tech content. Before we jump in, remember the first Pura X? My reaction was, okay, that's clever. Big foldables felt bulky, small ones felt useless. This horizontal fold felt like a compromise. But the Pura X Max flips that idea. It shows that compromise wasn't a compromise at all. It was fixing a problem most people didn't even realize existed. Look at how phones evolved. We started with 16 by 9, then 18 by 9, then 19.5 by 9, now even 21 by 9. Phones got taller and thinner, almost awkwardly so. But here's the catch. Content didn't change. Videos are still 16 by 9. Photos are mostly 4 by 3. Cameras shoot 3 by 2. Books, basically A4. So what happens? Bigger screens, same content, way more wasted space. Black bars everywhere, top, bottom, sides. Even worse, content started adapting to phones. Vertical videos, 9 by 16, didn't win because they're better. They won because phones became too tall for horizontal viewing. So now we've got this weird situation. Bigger screens, but worse viewing experience. That's the real compromise. So why did Huawei choose square root of 2 to 1? Back in 1786, a physicist named George Christoph Lichtenberg came up with this idea, a sheet that keeps its shape when folded. Only one ratio works, square root of 2 to 1. That became the global paper standard. Now, here's what's interesting. Visual industries ignored it. Photos use 3 by 2, TVs use 16 by 9, movies go even wider. So why use it here? Because square root of 2 to 1 sits right between 4 by 3 and 3 by 2. In real life, that's huge. Your phone photos, 4 by 3, and camera shots, 3 by 2, both almost filled the screen, around 95%. That's rare. Compare that to other screens. A 21 by 9 display? Great for movies, terrible for photos. Huge empty space. Sometimes you're only using 40% of the screen. Squarish foldables? Nice for reading, but movies? Same problem. Tiny usable area. Square root of 2 to 1 doesn't try to be perfect at one thing. It tries to be good at everything. 4 by 3 and 3 by 2, nearly full screen. 16 by 9 videos, around 80%. Ultra-wide movies, about 59%. IMAX, almost 99%, which feels insanely immersive. So Huawei didn't chase perfection, they chased balance. And it shows. The first Pura X had a mismatch. Outer screen was squarish, inner wasn't. Open the phone and everything shifted. On the Pura X Max, both screens use the same square root of 2 to 1 ratio. Even split screen keeps it. Everything feels consistent, smooth. Then you notice the details. Centered camera, ceramic lens ring, textured 3D glass back. It all feels intentional. But there's one more detail, and it's subtle. Size. How big should a foldable actually be? Huawei says 166.5 millimeters total, 160 millimeters usable display. Why that exact number? Because of how we see. There's a principle used even in car design that says when your eyes rotate more than 30 degrees, your head starts to move too. Now, here's something cool. Hold a screen about 30 centimeters from your eyes. A 30-degree view lines up almost perfectly with a width of 16 centimeters. That's not random. That's why many Kindle comic layouts landed right there. It just feels right. And this is where the Pura X Max clicks. The size, the square root of 2 to 1 ratio, and both screens all line up perfectly. So what does that feel like daily? Compare it to a typical near-square foldable. Look at everything: a 4:3 photo, a 3:2 image, a 2.39:1 movie, a 16:9 video, IMAX at 1.43:1, even vertical 9:16 shorts. The difference is obvious. Content just fits better. Seriously, type "too wide" in the comments, you'll see it. Now, reading, that's where this really hits. The A4 style shape makes it feel natural. Open the Pura X Max next to a comic or Kindle. It just matches, balanced, comfortable. Then, Huawei adds AI eye tracking. As your eyes move, panels subtly shift into focus. It feels closer to a real book. Comics, ebooks, everything feels smoother this time. And then there's AI. The wider square root of 2:1 layout gives it space to breathe. You can read on one side while AI works beside you, summarizing, explaining, answering. No interruptions, it just flows. Software also steps up. With HarmonyOS 6.2, things feel polished now. Apps like Humshu, video platforms switching orientations, even tools like Lark, they're finally optimized for this big screen. And here's the kicker, it's not just the inside. The outer display keeps almost the same experience. At 5.4 inches, it's insanely capable. Scroll WeChat, browse TikTok, watch videos, all without unfolding. It doesn't feel like a secondary screen anymore. It feels like a full phone. Honestly, it's overpowered. Put it all together, the ratio, the size, the seamless screens, and you see the bigger idea. The Pura X Max isn't chasing one feature, it's balancing everything. To get why that matters, look at Huawei's foldable journey. They mapped devices into 4 spaces: portable versus immersive, business versus experimental. Business plus portable, devices like the Mate X5 and Mate X7. Business plus immersive, the Mate XT Master, tablet-like, work-focused. Innovative plus portable, last year's Pura X, and now Pura X Max fills the last gap, innovative plus immersive. 7 years in, Huawei's been pushing hard, starting with the Mate X in 2019, the first 5G foldable. They kept evolving. Inward folds, compact designs, lighter builds, even triple fold concepts. By 2025, they hit 70.8% market share in China. So this phone, it's not random. It completes the vision. All 4 quadrants covered. Meanwhile, Apple is still figuring out its first foldable. That gap says a lot. And honestly, big companies usually play it safe, but safe isn't exciting. Innovation is. Now, price. The Huawei Pura X Max starts at 10,999 yuan, roughly 1,193 pounds or $1,613. So here's the takeaway. Tech doesn't always move in straight lines. Sometimes it needs bold jumps. And this is one of them. That's it for this deep dive. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, share your thoughts. I'm JK. See you in the next one. Bye.